Hi, this is Mrs. Moore. This video is going to explain how to arrive at the answer for our first mystery genre. This is the link that you looked at in your language arts class. The title of the book for the mystery genre this week was Dark Tide, The Great Boston Molasses Flood of 1919, and I wrote you a little summary. It reads like this. In 1919, a 50-foot tall steel tank holds 2.3 million gallons of molasses. Located in Boston's waterfront district, it collapses, disgorging its contents in a 15-foot high wave of molasses. Traveling at 35 miles an hour, it demolished wooden homes, a brick fire station, and even the steel track of the railroad. The number of dead wasn't known for days, and years would pass before a landmark court battle determined who was responsible for the disaster. So, from this information, you had to decide what genre this is. So I'm going to walk you through, or talk you through, how to figure that out. The first thing you want to do is decide, is this going to be fiction or nonfiction? Fiction means it's a made-up story. Nonfiction means it's about something that's real, something that really happened or that really exists. Now, I didn't come right out and tell you that this really happened because that would have been kind of giving you the answer, but it did. So you have some clues. You have this time in the past, 1919, when it happened. You have an actual place, Boston, and even the cover where it has this, what looks like a newspaper headline behind it. I'll give you clues that this is nonfiction. The answer to this, I accepted nonfiction, but I really want you to go deeper. When you think about genre, you need to know more than just fiction or nonfiction. So in some of your classrooms, you have some big genre wheels. They look kind of like this one right here. This is a fiction genre wheel that's hanging up in my room, and on the opposite wall is the nonfiction. But some of you also have some genre wheels in your classroom. Some of them that are perfect circles, some of them that are ovals. They have fiction on one side, nonfiction on the other. I also have some that are the same wheel, but set up a little bit differently in the form of a rectangle, fiction and nonfiction. So once you've decided whether it's fiction or nonfiction, that tells you which side of your handout to focus on. So we're going to look at the nonfiction side, and I'm just going to breeze you through this real quickly here. So it's nonfiction. So let's start right here and just go through and say, does that fit? So procedural text, a how-to, recipes, instruction manuals, it's definitely not that. It's a written book, so that's out. Brochure. A brochure is usually a folded sheet of paper. That's out. Editorials are usually found in newspapers. This is a book. That's out. A diary includes some way of dating the writing. It's a form of an autobiography. A diary is about a person's life, usually written by them and written on a daily or semi-daily basis. This is not that. This isn't an autobiography. It's about an event, not a person. Memoirs, biography, autobiography are all similar to diary with little differences. Memoirs are about little snippets of a person's life, not the whole thing. And a biography tells the whole story of a person's life. This wasn't about a person, it was about an event, so those don't fit. Some of you put that this was a mystery, and I will accept that because the last phrase in the summary, which said that years would pass before a landmark court battle determined who was responsible, that kind of sounds like it was a mystery that they had to solve in the courts. It's best if you put nonfiction mystery because mysteries can be fiction as well. But I'll accept just mystery this time. It's not a news article because it's not current events and it's not in a newspaper or a magazine. It's not an essay because it's really there to tell us about something, not just to explore an idea. And essays are normally shorter than books. It is a report of information. It's giving us information about that molasses spill that happened in 1919. So the best answer for this week's mystery genre is reports of information. Once again, I will accept nonfiction, nonfiction mystery, reports of information. So think about how to think about figuring out genre next week when we have our next mystery genre link. Bye-bye.